Hello, students. Today we will begin with the chapter 3 Cat's Paradise is Lost and Regained from New Images. Let me ask you one question. Which is more important to you? Being independent but uncared for, or being dependent but cared for? We naturally become more independent as we progress through life. We move away from our parents and any bonds that once sustained us from our childhood are slowly diminished as we move into the real world. Some people, however, form a set of new bonds as they move away from home and they never actually grow to be truly independent. There are many reasons why we should be more independent. Independence here refers to all aspects of your life, including financial, career, emotional, personal faith, and beliefs. So, children, the story Cat's Paradise is a fable. A fable is a short story, typically featuring animals as characters, conveying a moral. Now, what do you mean by paradise? Paradise means heaven, a very pleasant place. Now, here in this story, we look from the perspective of a cat. The writer of the story is a big animal lover. So, who is the writer? Emile Zola. Emile Zola was a famous French novelist and a political activist. He was born in Paris, France. He published his first novel, Claude's Confession, in 1865. Zola also worked as a freelance journalist while writing. Cat's Paradise was published in 1864. Zola was a big animal lover and his story revolves around an Angora cat who earns to live outdoors. The story shows the difference between an indoor cat, that is a pet cat, and outdoor cats, otherwise tomcats or the wild cats. Zola once rightly remarked, the fate of animals is of far greater importance to me than the fear of appearing ridiculous. Now, let us begin with the chapter. Cat's Paradise is Lost and Regained. Page number 21. First paragraph. Read. I was then 2 years old, the fattest and most knave cat you have ever seen. At that tender age, I presumptuously disdained all the pleasures of the house and did not give thanks to Providence for having placed me with your aunt. That wonderful woman adored me at the bottom of a wardrobe. I had a real bedroom fitted out with a comforter and 3 blankets. The food was as good as the bed. No bread, no soup, nothing but meat. Lovely red meat. I here means the pet cat. Who is the speaker in the story, or who is the narrator in the story? Narrator of the story? The cat. The pet cat was just 2 years old. The cat was fat and knave. Knave means lack of experience and knowledge. So the cat does not have any experience because it's just 2 years old. And it was such a tender age to have an experience. This cat was living with a writer's aunt with all the comforts and luxuries, but he refused to thank God for all these pleasures he enjoys in his life. It might happen with you also that you get everything abundantly and then you become thankless to your parents, to God, and the people who gave the things. So, the same perspective was of that cat, but she loved the cat. She gave all the comforts, but the cat was thankless to that lady. He had a bed with blankets and was fed meat every day. Now look, second paragraph. Well, in the midst of all the sweetness, I had but one desire, one dream to slip out of a half opened window and escape over the rooftops. Caress seemed incipient, the softness of my bed made me feel ill. I was fat and I disgusted myself. I was bored with being happy all day long. So here the cat used to get everything very easily in the house and he was bored with the ease and the routine. He also hated his fat body and the constant cares of his mistress. He longed for something new, freedom and adventure in the outside world. Moving to the third paragraph, I must tell you that my stretching my neck, I had been able to see a roof just outside the window. On that day, 4 cats played there on the blue tiles in the warm sun, fur bristling and tails erect, with every appearance of joy. I had never seen anything so extraordinary. From then on, I was fixed in the notion that happiness was to be found on the roofs beyond that window so carefully closed. Closed, in fact, just as carefully as the doors of the cupboard where the meat was kept. So, one day the narrator, that is, the cat, saw four wild cats playing on rooftops freely while stretching his neck. He wanted to join them. The narrator yearned for freedom. Look into your textbook, fourth paragraph. I decided to run away. There had to be other things in life besides juicy flesh. Out there was the unknown, the ideal existence. One day, someone forgot to push the kitchen window shut. I escaped onto a small roof that I found just beneath it. What happened? Yes, the cat escaped. So now the cat decided to run away from aunt's house. He wanted to experience the outside world. So one day someone forgot to close the kitchen window. While seeing the open window, our cat escaped onto a small roof. Next paragraph, para number 5. On the right hand side, page number 21, fifth paragraph. How beautiful were the rooftops! The large gutters along the edge exhaled delicious odors, and I stalked voluptuously down them. My paws were immersed in the fine mud, which had a certain infinite sweetness and warmth. I felt as though I was walking over velvet. The pleasant heat of the sun seemed to be dissolving my fat. Here, the narrator had come out of the house for the first time. He was overwhelmed seeing the rooftops. He enjoyed walking in the mud. Do you people like to walk on the mud? No, our parents will not allow us, and it's not good for the skin. He felt it as velvet. Who felt it as velvet? The narrator. Who is the narrator? Yes, the cat. Our knave cat. The narrator thought that the sun dissolves his fat. So, whatever, the cat was super excited that he got freedom. Sixth paragraph. I cannot hide from you the fact that I was trembling in every limb. There was something terrifying in my joy. I remember above all the terrible shock I felt. It actually made me lose my footing on the tiles when three cats rolled down from the top of a house and came up to me, meowing frightfully. I practically fainted, but they simply called me a fat, chaotic cat and explained that all the meowing was just a joke. So I joined in. It was delightful. These bravos weren't as fat as I was, however, and made fun of me when I slipped and rolled like a ball across the tin roof heated by the sun. One old Tom was particularly friendly. He offered to educate me, and I accepted the offer eagerly. So, here the narrator was scared by the calls of the other cats because everything it was new to him. It was the first time he was out of his comfort zone. Three wild cats made him our narrator scared, but they were making fun on him. So the narrator joined with them. Those wild cats were not fat as our narrator. One old Tom cat offered the narrator that he will educate, and the narrator accepted the offer with pleasure. So, there begins the journey of a pet cat in as a stray cat. So, this is all for today. We will continue the story Cat's Paradise in the next video. Till then, take care, be good, and spread happiness. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.